Probably the best advice I could give you is I could give an actor who's just starting out. Uh, First of all, know who you are, become the best version of that. Uh, you know, keep your blinders on, and don't worry about what your competition is doing. You just stay true to yourself and do what you need to do for you. Stay in your lane, know what's going on. And I always think about this one friend of mine who's very talented. He played the lead in Grease on Broadway, had women madly in love with him, thought he was fabulous, thought, really talented. And then he decided, oh, I want to be a soap opera star. So he got fake hair, nose job, cheekbones, chin implant, and he didn't look like anybody. He stopped looking like himself, and then all of a sudden Bruce Willis became popular. So he took the hair off and took the cheek implants. It's like, just be you. Be the best version of you, because nobody can compete with that. And a star doesn't act that way because they are a star. They act that way, they become a star because they're just who they are. And they can't stop themselves, and keep your eye on the work. Keep your eye on what's important. Don't worry about, the money. Don't worry about the parties, even though I talked a lot about parties today. Keep your eye on the work and what's important, and the craft, and just getting better and better. Charlie Durning always talked about the fact that you don't really get good until you're old and you've done all the mistakes, and then you go, oh, it's much easier than I thought. It's like simplify, and I think that that's really good advice for people. And just know that a lot of times you might be, I've seen this happen a lot. You go to an audition and the director loves you, but because they're fighting with the producer and the producer loves somebody else for the part, neither of you gets the part, and some third person comes in and gets it. You don't, check your ego at the door, because it's not about you. You're going to go through everything. You're going to be too old, too young, too fat, too thin, not pretty enough, pretty, too pretty. There's like a whole range. But if you always represent yourself and what you would do with it, then you can hold your head high. And fall in love with the process of auditioning, because you really are a professional auditioner more than anything else. Think of it as the 10 minutes you have that job, and put your mark on it and do it the best you can. And don't be dragged kicking and screaming to having to audition, because that is part of the process. That's just the way it is. But if something can talk you out of it, let it, because this is a very tough business. But if you love it and you can't imagine not doing it, then you got to do it. You got to do it.